What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, Clover Health released their 2020 full year earnings report, and I just wanted to make a quick video discussing the numbers and seeing if Clover Health is still a buy. At these levels, it has been beaten down quite a bit in February, and I think that may present a good buying opportunity. So let's jump into the earnings report and see how the company did in 2020 and if the company's likely to perform well in the future. All right, let's jump in. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to discuss the Clover Health 2020 earnings report, as well as the Clover Assistant software presentation conducted on March 2nd, 2021. If you're interested to hear about where I think Clover Health is going in 2021, then stick around for the video. Okay, so like I said, Clover reported 2020 earnings on March 1st, 2021. And there were definitely some promising numbers. The company grew total annual revenue 46% to $673 million in 2020. This means that the stock currently trades at about 6 times revenue, which is relatively reasonable considering the valuations given to some other growth stocks out there and the future earnings potential that Clover commands. Any company that can consistently grow revenue at 46% is a definite winner, and Clover was able to do this in a year marred by a global pandemic. In my opinion, this is pretty bullish stuff for the company. The company has positive gross profit numbers, growing gross profit from $11 million in 2019 to $82 million in 2020. Although the company posted a net loss overall in 2020, I believe the net loss is simply indicative of the company aggressively investing in growth. The company is investing in growth and has $151 million cash and cash equivalents on hand, and I think Clover is in a great position long term and should be a winner once we make it through a choppy period of consolidation. I have been adding when possible under $11 a share and have pretty much maxed out my position at this point. I will be waiting patiently to see if the stock responds positively to this solid earnings report. The truth is that the company has a market that is growing by 10,000 people every day, and there is a looming chance that the Medicare age gets reduced from 65 to 60 by Joe Biden. This would increase their potential market by tens of millions in a single instance. So all in all, the Clover Health earnings report is showing that the company is executing well within a difficult and competitive market. It is my opinion that if Clover is able to execute and gain any type of considerable market share here, then over time, then the stock will be a 10-bagger from these levels. Okay, so now let's jump briefly into the Clover Assistant software presentation. The software presentation was just trying to show investors what the Clover Assistant software is all about and hopefully convey what a great opportunity the company has in this space. It was led by Chief Technology Officer Andrew Toy, and basically he talks about the goal of the Clover Assistant software being basically to give doctors data-driven insights into patient care, which should reduce overall cost of the insurance by giving more efficient care to the patient. This helps everyone in the situation, the doctor, the patient, and the insurance company. I believe that the Clover Assistant data collection model will produce a highly valuable asset for Clover Health in the future, especially in the medium term as funding for aging-related research increases to new highs. So basically what you have here is you have a software that collects data in the 65 plus population on various diseases that afflicts them. And basically they can, as morbid as it sounds, they can lease that data or sell that data to drug companies. And they can use that data basically to, better drug research. And let's just talk briefly about some other interesting information that came from a letter to shareholders in which Clover outlined their investment into a different branch of their business, Clover Therapeutics. They said that this branch of their company will be focused on leveraging the health data they gather to help produce drugs that fight age-related diseases. So not only are they going to produce drugs, they can also sell the data to other companies who are producing drugs. And maybe in turn for that, get a royalty from a drug or some sort of long-term contract or like a subscription fee. This furthers my opinion that Clover is more than just a small insurance company from New Jersey, which is the opinion of Emily Evans of Hedgeye. And I think it's in fact a software and data company. And especially data is a very hard asset currently for Wall Street to value. Like if you just look at the value of Planetary, it went from their data company, data collection company, the value of Planetary went from 10 to 40, is now down to 25. The market has no idea how to price these companies. And the fact that Clover is getting involved in therapeutics reminds me of a former investment of mine, which I booked 100% gains on, which was Schrodinger, ticker SDGR. Schrodinger also saw significant selling, similar to CLOV, after its IPO, as it decreased from 90 to 40 and rose back up to over 100 where it is today. Schrodinger is similar to Clover in the sense that it was developing multiple revenue streams from both software licensing to an internal drug discovery platform to contracting their software to other companies in turn for royalties within other drugs produced. So basically, I think Clover has sort of an even more diverse business model, as not only can they make money from the insurance, they can make money from licensing their data, and they can make money from producing drugs in-house. So I think Clover has like a really good opportunity to grow in the future. It's definitely going to take some time for the market to realize that, and obviously that's shown with the price action of the last month. It's like every single day the stock is down, and a lot of people are talking crap about Clover earnings report and the fact that Chamath has failed to essentially tweet anything other than one tweet since the short report came out. But I actually really like what Clover's doing right now. They're trying to be transparent about what their software does. They directly addressed the Hindenburg short report less than 24 hours from when it came out. They wrote a very concise and assuring letter to the shareholders, and they showed 46% revenue growth. I mean, what more do you want from the company? My boy Chamath isn't going to tweet out nonsense about CLOV just so it pops 10%. He doesn't want to be viewed as a pumper. He's interested in showing that he was right about the company's performance over the long term. So what he's going to get a lot of happiness from is in 5 years when the stock is 10x, he's going to look back and say, you know what, guys, I told you so. Not tweet now and have it pump 10% just so shorts can bring it back down. I'm almost certain that Chamath brought a winner to market here with CLOV. So if you're a CLOV investor, my opinion would be to sit tight and try to have a long-term vision with the company. The other reasons why there's so much pain around CLOV right now is because it was hyped up by so many Twitter gurus, which is fine. Obviously, they're just trying to help people learn how to trade, but it got a lot of inexperienced traders into buying the stock, people who don't really know how to manage their capital and are looking for a short-term game. And the MMs and the shorts took advantage of those weak hands, those inexperienced traders. You know, if you're a long-term investor in the company, you can't sell now. Unless your thesis of Clover has changed, which for me it hasn't. But like traders should have sold. Traders who are looking for short-term games should have probably sold a long time ago. But that is just the difference between being a short-term trader and a long-term investor. And the short-term traders are just getting fleeced right now by the MMs and the shorts, the market makers. So the price fluctuations in the near future are going to reflect the emotional roller coaster of the masses. So I won't tell you what to do, but I'm sitting tight on a full position in Clover. All right, guys, that's my video on Clover. Let me know what you thought of the Clover Health earning report. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel for more growth stocks discussion. As always, happy bagging, folks.